energy down the spine. I'm told from my condition, channeling energy, that is a good thing, but I don't know if we can do both in the same class.
Yeah, we can. It's all that spinal stenosis and just awareness. Just a minute. Hold on. I'm just setting this thing up and, well, let me edit the video and get in there. Oh, 1 second. We'll go with a lot of spine stuff.
On with the air conditioner.
It's very hot here.
Yeah, it's where I am.
Yeah, you're up here. All right, this thing is on. Oh, and there's more madness happening with the cats. Madness and hijinks in my place. Okay, let's start. I'm going to mute you guys. And we're going to start. So today we're going to do some light weights. Oh, there's Catherine. Do a few different things, but we are going to focus on fluidity in the spine and movement in the spine and imagining energy moving through our spine. Oh, we got 2 cats over here having a little fight. The third one comes running in. Of course, it's like just out of your sight. All right, so let's start with breathing. Inhale, open up, reach out and up. Hey, Catherine, just going to mute you. Oh, the pea pod has hiding behind the couch and everybody's, oh, there should be some excitement in here. Inhale, open. Gaylord is bullying. Hey, just buzz off. Go on. Inhale, open. Exhale, release. Let your back arch in this. So you're lifting, opening the front of your chest, but arching your back. And exhale, soften. Let's round our spine here. Just a little curl or a big curl. Inhale, open. Exhale, soften and curl. So we're getting movement into our spine with the breath. There's the underlying micro movement, breath support happening. And then the big macro movement on the outside. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, open, chest to the ceiling. Exhale, soften and round. 2 more. Inhale, open and lift. And exhale, soften and round. And the next one, we're going to take it all the way down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, take it down. Shift from side to side. Bend one knee, bend the other. So we're getting the side-side movement. And all hell is breaking loose in my house with the cats. Hopefully the headphones aren't picking it up. Spiraling a little bit with that. Let's take it up and add a bit more of a spiral, twisting. So all of this movement, we've just moved our spine in the sagittal plane, in the vertical plane laterally, and then now horizontal plane. Imagining space inside your spinal cord. So lots of room. I'm going to go grab a vertebrae in a minute. There's some in the back porch. They're deer vertebrae, but it gives you an idea of what the whole thing looks like. And then we're going to do a little Stevie Wonder head-tail connection, rippling from side to side. Just keep that going as I go grab one. So undulation, all of that is going to help you get movement in your spine. And all of that movement is going to help keep energy moving through your spine and also keep it from getting spinal stenosis. So here's a vertebra. I'll just show you. Right, and this has a hole down the middle. That's where your spinal cord is going. So when that hole gets tighter, if it starts to get calcified, then it is squishing up your spinal cord a little bit. So we can use movement to help avoid that. Here's like, this is a vertebra. This is from a deer. So this is like up in the neck. And yeah, they fit together like that. There would be a disc in the middle, and the disc is pushing them away from each other. Then through the center of that is this hole where your spinal cord is going. So when we're moving, if stuff is getting calcified in there, movement's going to keep it from getting calcified. So we want to think of this, the sort of elasticity and springiness of our spine that is springy because of our disc in between each vertebra. They're not just sitting there like, they're pushing the vertebra away from each other. They're resilient. And we can use movement and our imagination to help create that resilience. So let's do a couple more things here, but let's add arms and legs a bit. So we're going to externally rotate opening and then internally rotate closing. So standing cat-cow, turn out, turn in, open it up, hollow and scoop, arch, head and tail back, curling, head and tail forward, arching and curling, arching and curling, and one more, arch and curl. So even if we're sitting all day, like let's say we're sitting at our desk or whatever in a chair, if we start to get a little bit of movement, just even on the micro level in our bodies while we're sitting, that's going to help free up our spine, free up the energy pattern inside our body so we're not locking down, right? Let's add some weights and get a little bit more into other movement. I think I only see my threes. Oh, there they are. So you can go with light weights here. I'm going to put my 2 sets of light weights together and have a stronger set of 6 pounds in my hands. I'm going to go up and down. We're going to add a releve. So this is the beginning movement, just up and down as you're getting your weights. When we add weight, it's going to pull and push on the bones, right? Which is going to give us more bone density. Pressing up, releve, and lower. So up through your heels and down. Pushing and releasing, pushing and releasing, pushing and releasing, pushing and releasing, and bend your knees, bend and up, down, up, down, up, down, up to the ceiling, straight legs, push and release. So we're going all the way through the ceiling with the hands and pushing up through our feet, getting our calves, shins, thighs, not so much thighs, but a little bit working our ankles, bones and muscles of the feet. 4 more, 3, 2, last one. Let's do this where you're going to come up, back of the arm, flip it, rotate out, rotate in, flip it. So palm is down, we rotate, open up, bring it in, rotate, come down, up, spiral, open, close, flip, lower, up, spiral, out, in, flip. We're going to exaggerate the movement in the back. So you're going to open your chest, come to neutral here, turn it down and lower. So it comes up, open, look up, bring it in. If it's too much with the weights, you could try it with no weights or take out the arch, but most of us are operating on a deficit of this kind of opening in our lives, as far as I can tell by looking at people's bodies. Most people are spending too much time here, not enough time in the open space. Close, flip, down, up, rotate, out, in, flip, down, up, spiral, open, bring it back, in, down, 2 more. Last one. Good. So the natural curves of our spine are there to support us. If we tuck our tail, we're taking out some of this natural lumbar curve. This is submission in the animal kingdom, right? This is tucked tail between your legs. So that kind of tuck is not what we want. If we're extremely the opposite, arched in our lower back, then you can see that I'm not stacked up in my body. So we want to find ourselves in our alignment where we're neither tucked nor hyperextended back. We're right in the middle. And we can think of our pelvis, our rib cage, and our head all in an alignment. So let's go back to some movement with our spine, but add the arms, taking it side to side. I want to come to one side and then bend your knees, bend your arms, and then reach out. Take it to the other side, bend your knees, bend your elbows, and then push out. Up and over, bending the knees and elbows and reach and stretch. Up and over, bend the knees and elbows, reach and stretch. Up and over, bend, reach. Up and over, bend, reach. Up and over, bend, and reach. And last one, up and over, bend, and reach. And then we're going to spiral, circling the wrists, letting that come. Think of it from your fingers all the way into your heart, fingers into your heart, fingers into your lungs. So you're making these circles out at the periphery, core distal movement, center to edge, right? The center has to be supportive, but that doesn't mean we have to hunker down and in. We can radiate out, reaching and opening without using excess muscle tension. Change the direction of your hands. If you haven't, you can keep changing it. Just getting some energy out to the edge of your fingers. If you get paresthesia, which is where your hands kind of get tingling and numb, some people say that is not a circulation problem, it's a nerve problem. I don't know that I agree with that. I feel like there's a fluidity that needs to be happening, and the vascular system is moving along with the nerves. So I don't know, I feel like it's a combo platter. I do not think it's just one thing. All right, so let's circle on one side, big circle, and then the other side. Like you're throwing something up to the side and then to the other side. So there's a lightness on top and a suspension, and then it comes faster down. Just finding that little suspension on top before it falls again with a really free flow movement. So we're not binding up the flow and engaging all our muscles to do this. We're doing it as easily and as fluidly as possible. So much of our thinking in terms of fitness is that we need to engage more and work harder. And in reality, that's not effective. It's not functional. Functional movement, you do what you need to do. You're not adding more tension. It's like you wouldn't go to the store and the milk costs $5, but no, I need to do more. So I'm going to pay $20 for my milk. Think of using the most efficient amount of energy as opposed to clamping and creating more, right? You use what you need, not more. All right, let's take it down to the floor. We'll see. Okay, I'd be super careful with my camera because it's been not working for a while. It's been having a hard time connecting with my computer, and I'm not sure if it's the adapter or the camera or the computer itself that is causing the problem. I think it's the connection into the adapter. Opening your arms out, side stretch. So here again, we're getting that spinal movement from side to side, letting our head go off vertical. And then we'll circle it all the way around, opening up and taking it the other way. Blossoming open on top. And then come in and let's spiral in one direction and spiral the other way. And take it down the front and free up your spine. So free flow movement here, letting yourself move in any way, letting your spine be like a river. And certainly your spinal cord, the information moving through your spinal cord is like a river. The fluid current of awareness through your body, right? As your nervous system is taking in and giving out information. So we could think of that like as an electrical current moving through our body, right? Brain out to the edge, coming out and back in. And the instantaneousness of our awareness is, well, it's sort of beyond human comprehension, in my personal opinion. Let's do a release before we go to the other side. So rolling across one butt cheek and then the other, softening the tissue. I'm going to spiral the whole way. I'm letting that massage through my hips and my butt, opening up with the arm, painting the rainbow, opening my chest and lungs on top, and then letting it come down to the floor opening up, taking it to the floor, opening up, opening it up, and taking it down to the floor. And then coming in. And just release your legs for a second, and then bring your non-dominant leg in front. So if it feels awkward, that's the right one. So let's go with the side first. Taking it to one side and then the other. We'll just repeat the whole thing we did on the other side. And then circling the whole way around. Head away from the tail, inner body opening up. So that your bones, your nerves, your vascular system, so your circulatory system, your respiratory system, your lungs, your breath, all are working in harmony, coherent body. As we're moving, everything getting movement. It's not just, we're not just moving our muscles and bones, we're moving our organs, we're moving our hearts. All right, spiral one way, spiral the other way. Take it down, free flow your spine. So the free flow spine means it can go anywhere, any direction. Letting your lower back release, inner body releasing. And then coming up, and we'll take our hands on our knees. Just show you sideways. I'm gonna pull. So I'm gonna hook my hands like this. So I'm not wrapped around like that. I'm hooked. So it's just really my fingers holding on. And then I'm gonna curl and round, hollowing, scooping in. Inhale, arch and open. Exhale, hollow and scoop. I'm gonna flex my feet and then feet to the floor as I arch and pull through. Flexing here and adds a nice sort of counterbalance, counter tension. And then arch, opening. Exhale, hollow and curl, round your spine, pull back. Let your shoulder blades really move forward. And then pull through, lift and open. Exhale, back, inhale, open it up, exhale. And inhale, open. And we'll take it all the way down. Relax into the floor, let the weight of your body drop down, and then dropping from side to side. Really relaxed and easy. Knee drops from side to side, opening through the middle. So we're relaxing the tension in our body, right? So a system that's holding a lot of tension is going to be a system that isn't getting a chance to down regulate. When we down regulate, we're going into rest and digest, soothe and settle. That is where we metabolize. That is where we process. If we don't have that processing and that metabolization going on, we don't heal quickly. It takes a long time. Like, why are they getting better? Because you need to down regulate. It's good for our hearts, for our lungs, for our whole body, for our organs. Like if we're always in a state of excess tension, which in this world is very easy, then our blood pressure is high. We're having, things are closing in inside. We want to find some freedom in our tissue, some freedom in our movement, so that we can let that stuff reabsorb, but also that's what metabolism is. It's when we're absorbing nutrition. It's when we're metabolizing, processing our food, processing our life, right? If we don't have a chance for that, then everything gets kind of blocked inside. Let's take it a little deeper, spiraling and opening. So working with as little tension as possible to get the job done. So you're not spending all your energy. Like somebody was saying to me, it was a long time ago, I don't remember even who said it, but something like most Western forms of exercise and movement are to expend energy, and most Eastern forms of movement and exercise are to grow energy, right? Or to clear energy or to develop more energy. So just think about that. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to burn calories and get rid of everything? Or are you trying to assimilate what you've taken in so that it's healthy, right? And that you can use that energy. Let's inhale up, arms over your head, and exhale down. Inhale. Oh, I know what I want to do. You're going to inhale up, arms are going to come back down, and then you're going to come down, arms are going to go up and down. So arms are going at double speed. Pelvis goes up, arms go down. Pelvis goes down, arms go up, arms go down. pelvis goes up, arms go. If it seems like too much flapping of the wings, then make it easier and take some of these arms up and down out. But I feel like this is a good way of getting the arms and the tissue in the shoulders and the rotator cuff to have a lot of differentiation, a lot of different movement. You can just keep your arms going up and down. Don't worry if it makes any sense at all. Because what are the arms connected to? Your heart and your lungs, right? The tissue, the fascia, the nerves are connecting in, right? The nerves aren't connected to your heart and lungs necessarily that are going out to your arms, but a lot of the stuff is traveling along the same pathway. Hands on your knees, big circles, lubricating up your hip sockets, relaxing your lower back. So you're going to curl a little bit here and then maybe an arch. Letting your spine have freedom. Change direction. Freedom in the rhythm between your head and your tail. So as my head is getting a little bit of a up and down, like a little bit of nod just because of the movement. And then let's take a happy baby and wiggle around in your happy baby. Free up the flow in the baby. Let your baby be happy and easy. So also, if we think about where most Western, and I'm just using these as huge categories, Western, Eastern, but most like Western exercise is either coming out of the military, dance training, sports, and all of those have careers where you're done by 40, as far as the exercise part of it is happening. You might become like a director or higher up in the army and you're telling people what to do, but the movement part is going to be not the same, right? And the movement that I'm doing is for longevity, is for like longevity of the tissue, health. Not burnout. One in, one out. But if you've just started moving and you haven't exercised much before, which is nobody in this room, but if you're on TV land, take it slow, take it easy, do less. And then let's circle it out. So it's going to circle out and away, and you're going to have 1, 2, 3, circle it out and away. Bring it in 1, 2, 3, circle it out. 1, 2, 3. You can let your head go down to the floor. You can leave it there, or you can bring it up every time your legs come in. So working with what feels sustainable to you in your own ecosystem. 1, 2, 3, and open. Last one. 1, 2, 3, open it up. Just open wide and rock from side to side. Let that massage through your lower back. And then fold your legs. Feet are going to be wider than your sticky mat. Internally rotate one leg at a time, getting that internal spiral. So the tissue's not just going in one direction, it's learning how to have movement and gliding and sliding surfaces, both internally and externally rotated. That is going to give you more resilience in your tissue. If it can be, they'll say multi-directional in its movement, you're going to have more resilience, which doesn't mean hypermobility. It doesn't mean you need to be able to do the splits in every direction. It just means that the tissue itself can go one way and then the other, right? Very three-dimensional capacity of movement in your tissue. Let's grab our weights and take it back down. So I'm going to head the weights in together, and I'm going to circle around. My knees are going to touch. My knees are together. My feet are wide. And I'm sort of pigeon-toed and knock-kneed here. Inhale, open. Exhale, up. Breathing. Inhale, open. Exhale, up. Yeah, so when we change direction, when we do more sort of free flow movement in our body, and we let our body calm down, coming into breath, lung, which is breath, heart, circulation, nervous system, endocrine system, when we let those calm down, then we can process life, we can metabolize food, we can heal faster and bring it in, which is why we also want really three-dimensional capacity in our tissue, because that is just giving it more resilience. All right, coming in. Let's take the hands up to the ceiling, and in that position, you're just going to turn your head from side to side. So my arms are just reaching up, and the weight in my arms just dropping right down into my shoulders, into the floor. I'm turning my head from side to side. Relax your neck as much as you can. So we're not trying to make this like, I'm going to turn it so far and really put a lot of tension there. We're just going in a range of motion that feels easy. And then come in. Let's take the weights down for a second and get rid of them. Rub your hands together. And then cup your eyes with your hands and just think of your eyeball dropping back into your head a little bit. So it's not bulging forward and out, it's just dropping in. And in that dropped in place, letting the tissue of your eye hydrate really nicely, slowly you're going to look up and down with your eyes closed. So really slow, really small, just letting your eyeballs move up and down, and then side to side. And then if you can, do the diagonal. And then just close your eyes and let them rest for a second. Hands over your eyes, cupping your eyes. Giving your own eyeballs some loving care. Breathing into that. And then you can stretch yourself out, arms and legs stretching away from center. Stretch through the right side longer, and then the left side, just reaching one side and then the other, lengthening out, lengthening out. We're going to do a full roll up here. If you want to bend your knees to do it, go for it. But if you feel okay about it, start rolling, coming up. As I come up, this is a little different than a regular Pilates one. I'm going to keep reaching forward, scoop out and up, big lift up to the ceiling. At the top, I'm going to take a little arch. I'm going to see the gods. I'm going to see the whole of Mount Olympus or whatever you think is up there. And then come into vertical and roll it down through your spine. Inhale, arms back up over your head. Exhale. It's like you're diving towards your feet, rolling it forward, reaching it out. Scoop, lift, lengthen, elongate, arch. Have a moment, see the light, and then come back into vertical, roll it down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Diving forward, reach it out. Inhale, scoop, lift, open, arch, and then come into vertical and roll it down. Deep breath in, exhale, diving forward, fingers reaching out past your feet, elongate your whole spine. Scoop, lift, arch, and then come in. This is our last one. Take it all the way down, bend your knees, open your arms out to the side. This is a releasing exercise, the next one that we're going to do. So it's not about creating more tension. It's about letting go of tension. You're going to take your fingertips of your right hand or left hand, bend them in, bend through the wrist. Your hand will flatten out, reach across your chest, reaching palm to palm, and then coming back, relaxing onto the floor. Other side, fingertips, wrist, elbow, reaching across the chest, palm to palm. So I'm keeping my feet flat on the floor. One hip is lifting off. I'm trying to keep my knees basically aimed toward the ceiling and roll it back, but they might move a little bit. Fingertips, wrist, elbow, across the chest, palm to palm, and bring it back. So for me, I can tell how much tension I've got in my shoulders by whether or not my head can stay on the floor or not. The idea is you want to try and relax it and let your head stay on the floor. And maybe go a little further each reach. So each reach, you're just taking a little bit more of a spiral in there and relaxing back into the floor, letting the fluid in your body. So we reach, 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 and then let the fluid in your body just spread you back across the floor. All right, let's do one more version of that. I just have to scooch down so I'm not battling with the snake plant or the weights. So this version, we're going to go fingertips, wrist, elbow, across the chest, reaching palm to palm. And then you're going to circle your arm up along the floor, open it out. Other side, fingertips, wrist, elbow, across the chest, palm to palm, circling up over your head. Nice movement in the rotator cuff. One more time each side. Cross it, open it, around. The other side, cross, open, up and over. Whew, and let's come in and let's do something a little more active. Let's go with, how are we gonna do this? I almost never do this. Let's do it with our hands, nose to knees, and then inhale, reach it out. Exhale in, inhale, open. Exhale up, lengthen it out. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Last one. Exhale, inhale. We're gonna do another version. Nose to knee, stretch it out. Pull it in, open wide. Fold it in, stretch it out. We're just gonna do 4, last one. Open it out, fold it in, take your legs up, shake, shake, shake. Shake out the arms, let that release. Free up your spine and let go. And let's roll back and forth, rounding through your spine, massaging through your back. Now that we've done that shoulder side exercise, my upper back and shoulders feels much looser in this forward backward roll. If you want to make this harder, you could try coming up, just an option. Thinking of really rolling your weight forward. And you could also take it into your plow and hang out there, right? So that's where my upper back and shoulders tend to get tight. The plow is my friend to release that. All right. All right, let's flip over. Coming onto your hands and your knees, curling your toes under in the back. Take your butt up to the ceiling, reach it out, push with your hands into the floor. We're going to take it into almost knees touching, but not quite touching. So tail to the ceiling, exhale, knees toward the floor. Inhale, push with your arms. Exhale, head reaches forward, tail back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Stay in that position. See if you can pick up one hand, pick up the other hand, pick up one foot, pick up the other foot. One hand, the other hand, foot, foot, hand, hand, foot, foot, hand, hand, foot, foot. Take it up to the ceiling. And let's open wide, bend your knees and see if you can ripple through your spine. So sending a wave through your spine from your tail to your head. You could be here in your dog, rippling one way and then the other. But again, this is that energy through your spine, through movement. We can feel it through the movement. Tuning into our own awareness of sensation. So I can initiate with my head, move it up to my tail, or I can go from my tail out to my head, right? Either way. And let's take it down. Tops of the feet on the floor. Come over the back of your hands, make little fists. And then coming up, let's come onto our fingertips. Sink down into your shoulder blades and push through. Sinking down, pushing through. Sinking, so it's not a cat-cow. Your spine is pretty much long. Sink, push, sink, push, sink, push, sink, push. Lower your hand down to the floor, elbows touch, come up to the tippy fingers and lower the heel of the hand. Elbows, heel of the hand, tippy fingers, lower, down, up, push through and lower. The further forward you keep your weight, the more you're going to be working your arms. So it's really up to you. You can make it easier by taking your weight back towards your heels. Good. And let's come onto our sides. From our side, we are going to come up onto knee and forearm, arch back, exhale, close. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Again, big spinal movement, but now we're in a different relationship to gravity. Arch and curl, arch and curl, arch and curl, arch and curl. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. And come all the way down onto your side. You can, let's not put our head in our hand. Let's leave the bottom arm on the floor. Top, and the bottom leg is forward. Top leg is back. And you're just gonna switch forward and backward here. So you're getting that contralateral movement. This is not like regular Pilates where you're stabilizing your torso. We're actually mobilizing our torso, mobilizing our core as we move through this. Use your breath. I'm exhaling forward, inhaling back with my upper arm, but you could go either way with that. Last one. From here, you're going to pull it in and then reach on the diagonal out. In, out, in, out, in, out. 5 more. 4, 3, reach it back. 2, last one. Good. Grab on, quad stretch. In your quad stretch, you can internally and externally rotate slightly. Breathe into it. Take your knee back, kick into your hand. Lots of variety of what you can do in there. Listen to your own body, feel into it. And then release. Go onto our backs. Cross that ankle over your knee, draw it in towards you, either pulling in like this or like this. Melt and let go. Soften and release. And then let that go. I want to do one more thing here. Just really relax. Keep that foot crossed over. Let your legs fall from side to side. Imagine that the water in your body, which is a lot, right? Depending on how old you are and how hydrated you are, somewhere between probably 65 and 70% water, maybe 75% water, depending if you're younger. Let this just pour that water from side to side. So it's really relaxed inner body, letting go of tension. Tension masks sensation, right? When we're holding all this tension, we're not really aware of what's going on with our bodies or with our emotions or whatever. Like, it's a great way of blocking yourself, your life energy. So let go of tension and come in, legs up, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And then flip over, starting the whole thing on the other side. Can I even remember it? We'll find out. So starting with the arch and curl, again, big head tail connection, reaching back, rounding forward. Use your breath. Freeing up and mobilizing the inner body. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Take it down. Bottom leg is coming forward, top arm under your head. We're going to kick the plant. No, we should be good. Arm is going forward, leg is going back. Moving your body in this contralateral cross body twist. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach. I was just thinking about that plant back there. I did move it, so it's not quite reaching so much into the room. It's more along the side. And I was thinking, oh yeah, it's my air purifier, right? Some people buy buy machines. I got a plant. Last one. And then take it into your quad stretch. Right? The natural world has ways of purifying the air. It's called plants and trees. Internally and externally rotate. Not to say that the HEPA filter isn't doing something too. I'm sure it is. And then take it onto your back. Oh, I know what we forgot. Okay, this one, out and in. Going 1, the plant distracted me. 2, reach. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna go for 12. 9, 10, 11, 12. And let's do that quad stretch one more time. All the perfectionists out there, I'm so sorry. I will ever fail the perfectionism test. Let's take it onto our backs. Ankle over your knee, draw it in. Then we'll do the dropping side to side after this one. Breathe. Adjust the stretch to fit your body. And then release, and then fall from side to side. Fluid body, just flowing from side to side. Pouring yourself as relaxed as possible. Massaging through your sacrum, massaging through your piriformis, massaging through your upper glutes, minimus and medius probably. Letting go and getting that nice, beautiful spiral in your spine. And then come in, take your legs up, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And I have to look out the window because something weird is happening out there. And I think it's my, it is something weird happening. They're changing out the pole in the street. So there's like a huge new electrical pole, telephone pole. So they're that's what's going on. They're knocking it around. Let's go with opposite arm to leg. Inhale, lift, exhale down. Inhale, exhale. Reach and release. Reach and release. Up, down, up, down. We're gonna reach, bend, up and down. Opposite arm to leg. Reach back, touch it, come in and lower. Up, reach, in. Peapod's checking it out. Up, reach, in, lower, up, reach, in, lower, up, reach, and lower. Let's open the arms out to the side. Head is going to be on the floor. Hey, Peapod. Hi. And you're going to pick up one leg, bend it, just reach across, and then come back. Pick up the other leg, bend it, reach across, and come back. Couple more times like that. This is a real boob smasher. Oh. And then you're going to try it with a straight leg, just reaching out and spiraling. Coming back in, reaching across and spiraling. Coming back in. One more. Coming in, let's inhale all the way up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Try bending your knees, seeing if you can touch your toes to your head. Woo! And release it down. Up. And release. Last one. Take it back into a child's pose, let go. Squish around in your child's pose. Relax your head and neck, relax your shoulders. You can take your hands down by your sides if you want. Breathe into it. And then coming up, we're going to do a tricep push-up into a side plank. So I'm going to do my tricep push-up with my knees on the floor, and then I'm popping them off for the side plank. So mine is going to look like this. Tricep push-up into a side plank. Tricep push-up into a side plank. Tricep push-up, my elbows are into my sides. It's like a yoga, like drop down, but then you also come back up. Couple more. And release. And come in. Let's do a stretch for that. Taking your arm across. Then in that position, just move your shoulder up and down. And then internally and externally rotate the arm. Then you're going to take it down. Turn gently from side to side. If you can reach the other hand around and grab your fingers, do it. A little bit of movement from side to side. And then release, internally, externally rotate. Take the other hand across, shoulder up and down. Internally, externally rotate the arm. Take it down your back. If you can grab on, woo, grab on. The stronger my deltoids get, the harder this is. Breathe. Turn a little bit from side to side. Good, and release. Let it go. Good, and let's come into, oh, my battery is about to die. I knew I was coming up here for a second for a good reason. This could kill my video. Let's see what happens. I know we're doing good so far. Yay, oh, it did kill the video. Yeah, I've been having trouble with this camera. See if we can get it back. Oh, why? That's the bad camera. Let's see if we can get the good one. Come on. There we go. It worked. Technology, me and technology. We are not always the best of friends. All right, let's come into a big straddle. Open up. I should say me and technology are always the best of friends, but it wouldn't be true. Circle your ankles. Go the other way. Arms out, side, side. Take it over to the side. Side stretch. Inner body lengthening out. Open, open, open. Turn and face your leg. Come back to the side stretch. And inhale, open it up. Over to the other side. Lengthen, inner body lengthening to the outer body. Open, open, open. So I can totally drop down, but then my butt pops off the floor. Try to keep your butt connected to the floor. Lengthen it out. Then turn and face your leg. Back to your side stretch. And inhale, open. We're going to flex and arch, and then point and round. Flex and arch, point and curl. So it's a cat-cow from the straddle. Flex and arch, point and curl. Last one. Flex and arch, point and curl. Changing it. If you're not so flexible, you're going to do the same thing. If you're more flexible, you're going to flex and arch down, and then point and curl and roll it up. Flex, everything radiating away from center. Chest is open, long spine. Release, curl, roll it up and point. Flex, reaching out through your heels, reaching through your chest, all the way down and roll it up. And one more, arch, open, all the way down and roll it up. Good, let's bring the legs in. Just easy, roll across your butt. Side to side, massaging out your hips. And take your legs out in front of you. Take it into a forward fold. Breathe into it. And then coming up onto your feet, tail up, head down. Shift from side to side. Let your head hang. Relax your neck, relax your jaw. Breathing into it. Coming into center, rolling all the way up, filling up, opening up. Inhale. Stretch it out and up, and exhale. Bend your knees. Let's do a shakeout on that. Inhale, lift, And exhale, shake, shake, shake. Really inviting any stuckness to release in your body. Any extra tension to shake out. Inhale, open. Exhale, shake, shake, shake. Just feel the energy of that vibration in your body. See if you can relax your face, relax your tongue. Let it go. One more time. Third time is a charm. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Yeah, so in our bodies, 3 times is a great number of doing things. Like, not that we always have to do it that many times, but even in a cadaver, moving something 3 times, you can get the movement through the whole body. The first time, it might just be a part of the movement. Second time, a little bit more. Third time, really expansive. So our tissue takes it in like that. All right, I need to get out of here because my mom is giving me the eyeball. I am taking her to her ride. She's taking off. So nice to see everybody in my Zoom room. I'm just going to close this one out because I got to go. Love you all.